Say, welcome to episode 98. Say 98.
No.
All aboard!
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to episode 98. We've got a special one today. It is the last week of Christmas at the movies. And this is, I said in the beginning of this, that my second favorite Christmas movie ever was in the line of movies. And it is this one. Today's movie is Polar Express. Can you say Polar Express?
No.
Okay. I love this movie for nostalgic reasons. I remember when my teacher in like kindergarten or first grade would read me this book. Not me specifically, but the whole class. You know what I'm saying. And so in honor of the last week of Christmas at the movies, Milo and I, because actually the week before you're watching this, I'm stuck in quarantine, so I'm at home with Milo right now. We're going to make Christmas cookies, so let's go. Boom. Can you say boom?
Boom.
Okay, so full disclosure, I have no idea how these things work. Typically when we're making cookies, Sarah is here, and Sarah is not here right now. So, yeah. Hey Milo, how do you open this?
Donuts?
Donuts? Okay, well can you open it though? Okay, thanks.
You can open it.
Oh, I can open it, but I don't know how. I thought you knew how.
You can open it.
Oh, crap. Is this how you open this? Like this?
Yeah.
Is this how you do it?
Yeah, you can.
We can do it like this.
You can. You can do it.
I can do it?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying, but it's not working.
I can try to get off.
Okay, you try.
Try and get off. I'm gonna bite it off.
You're gonna bite it off? I have an idea. We need a big knife. Is that how you're supposed to do that? Probably not, but it worked. Look at that. Oh, the cookie dough.
It's going yummy.
All right. Now what do we do with this? I still don't know what to do.
Now we go put on. Now we go put it in.
We put it on there and then we put it in?
Look at your head on this.
It's like Play-Doh that you can eat. Mmm. You want to try some?
No. Let's put on this way.
Oh, okay.
And now we go. What's in the oven?
Oh, nothing's in the oven. Let's keep that closed. It's warming up. I think we're supposed to make them into balls. I don't know. Do you know? People that know how to do this are screaming right now.
That's the way things happen on the Polar Express.
Hey Google, play Hot Chocolate from the movie Polar Express.
Hot Chocolate by Tom Hanks. Sure. Playing on Spotify.
Do you know this song?
Yeah.
You do? Do you dance? Alright guys, so if you've never watched the movie Polar Express before, this is how it works. Basically, this boy, actually I don't know if they ever name him, but he is getting to the age where he's starting to doubt whether or not Santa Claus is actually real. And so, the night of Christmas Eve, the Polar Express, this giant magical train, comes down his road, wakes him up in the middle of the night, and he gets on, because that's what any normal person would do, gets on this strange magical train that shows up in the middle of the night. And it takes him to the North Pole, and they have a whole lot of fun, and they drink hot chocolate on the way, and he meets Santa Claus. So basically, the entire premise of the movie is believing in the face of doubt. Because you see, this guy, his kid, is starting to doubt whether or not Santa Claus is real, and instead of following his doubt, he instead chooses to believe. And there's one line in the movie that sticks out, is actually like the ghost that's on the train. I don't know if he's a ghost, I don't know what he is. Let's keep that closed, buddy. He said, seeing is believing. And I think most of the time, that's the way we kind of operate. Like, how many times have you, like, been talking with your friend and they say, oh, dude, you'll never believe I did this, blah, blah, blah. And they'll say, yeah, right, I'll believe it when I see it. That is how so much of our life works. But, you know, if you're here today and you're a Christ follower, that's not always the way our faith works. Faith is actually kind of the opposite. Faith is believing in things that we cannot see. Hebrews 11:1 actually says that basically faith is confidence or believing in things that we haven't seen. And so, you know, we say we put our faith in Jesus, we put our confidence in Jesus, even though we haven't seen him yet.
Never takes a rest. You can ride for free.
All right, we got our oven preheated. We got the cookies out. You can definitely tell that they are not all the same size, but you know, whatever. So let's put them in. All right, now we wait. Hey Milo, what do you think about faith?
It's a choo-choo and a stunning view that rivals all the best. You'll never see it.
So, kind of like that boy on Polar Express, I think all of us go through phases and seasons of our life where maybe we doubt our faith more than others. You know, sometimes we're doing great, and then other times, if we're being really honest, maybe we question, like, is God really who he says he is? Is he really good? Is he really loving? Or maybe is he even real? And I want you to know that first and foremost, that is totally normal. Everybody, everywhere, goes through seasons in their life where maybe they doubt a little bit. That's totally normal. So I want you to know that if you're here today or you've been here on other Sundays and you've been like, man, I don't know if I feel right being here because I don't even know really what I'm believing right now. That's okay. We want you here. This is the best place for you if that's the place in life that you're in. But here's the other thing I want to say. I think maybe sometimes we deal with our doubt incorrectly. I think sometimes when we doubt other things in our life, like we doubt whether or not something happened, or we doubt whether or not, whatever, fill in the blank, anything outside of our faith, I think we typically wait for like evidence of like, oh, well, I'll believe it when I see it. And we kind of end up like that ghost on the train saying, well, seeing is really believing. When I see it happen, or when I see this, then I'll believe it. And most of the time, that's actually probably a smart way of operating. You know, waiting for evidence before you believe something. You know, not just looking at the first thing you see on Instagram or TikTok or whatever and saying, oh, that's the truth. Waiting to really see if it's true. That's usually wise. But with our faith actually operates a little bit differently. There's a scripture in 2 Corinthians that says that we walk by faith and not by sight. And since we walk by faith and not by sight, that means that maybe we shouldn't always be looking for this sign or waiting for this evidence that God is who he says he is. Maybe it should be more we have confidence in the things that we haven't seen yet, and we make a decision to have faith in the face of doubts. I think sometimes when we're dealing with doubt, it usually is coming from one of two places. It's either coming from like a situation where it's like, man, this situation is playing out bad. Like maybe you have had like a loved one that's passed away and you prayed for and you thought they were going to get better and then they didn't. And then because of a way a situation ended up, it caused you to doubt whether or not God was really who he said he was. And maybe the other place it comes from is maybe it's just a feeling we have. Like maybe we struggle to really put words behind or explain why we feel the way we feel. But we just like, there's just something like, I don't know. And so I think our feelings can lead us to doubt, and facts, things that happen that where it's like, I can't change the outcome of that happened. That's a fact. So feelings and facts, I think, can lead us to doubt. I think why we can struggle sometimes is we are waiting for those feelings to change, and we're waiting for the outcome to be different than it was before we fully trust God, before we fully put our faith and our confidence in him. But as that scripture says in 2 Corinthians, we walk by faith and not by sight. But I also want you to know that our faith was never meant to be dependent upon feelings, and it was never meant to be dependent on outcomes or situations. I heard somebody say it like this one time: facts and feelings are poor substitutes for faith. All right, the cookies are supposed to be done. Let's see. You ready to see them? Okay, stand up. Okay, stand back here with me. Okay. Oh, gosh. They're huge. Oh, geez. All right, well, they're going to need a few more minutes to cook, probably. Hey, Google, set a timer for 3 more minutes. Okay, while Milo and I are waiting for this disaster giant cookie to be done baking, I want you to know, faith is not a feeling. Faith is not about facts. Faith is actually about making a decision that I'm going to choose to have confidence and hope for the things that I haven't seen yet. And I'm going to choose to walk by faith and not by what my surroundings and my situation is telling me. All right, ready to check on them again?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, they're getting bigger and they're brown. Oh, we're burning them. Okay, Google, stop timer. Oh, geez. It is. Milo, we made one giant cookie. All right, this is what we're working with. So it looks like these right here, were too big, which I kind of thought was the case. And they're still so doughy is the problem.
Sometimes we digress, but that can only happen on the Polar Express. That's the sound of her breathing.
Okay, so some of them are still pretty doughy. We're gonna try and decorate. Doughy. Oh, we got fresh icing.
You got fresh icing? Oh, it smells good.
Yeah.
It smells good in my nose.
Smells good in your nose. Okay, look, we do this.
I can die.
Like that. Boom. Perfect. All right, y'all. Well, we're gonna keep icing. We're gonna keep.
I'm gonna go get my water.
Okay, he's gonna go get his water. Remember, faith is a choice. Faith doesn't have to be dependent on your feelings. Faith doesn't have to be dependent on the situation around you. You can be in the middle of a situation that looks bad, but in the middle of it, decide I'm gonna choose to not trust what I see, but I'm gonna walk by faith, not by sight, and trust that God really does have the best in mind for me, even if the situation doesn't play out exactly the way I want it to. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching episode 98. Thanks for staying with us through all of Christmas at the Movies. We'll see you at Christmas at the X. And Merry Christmas. We'll see you sometime. Bye.